Greetings and welcome back to episode 12 of the Rags to Riches series. I have a little bit of injury news to go over with you. Bobby Joe is going to be out for 8 days to 3 weeks. Let's go with 3 weeks. He's going to be a little bit low on match sharpness when he comes back, so I have to get him trained back up on that. And then Leacham, where's he at? Decided to go ahead and get injured again. He's going to be out 11 days to 3 weeks. So I'm going to say he is probably done for now. He's been transfer listed. Hopefully someone picks him up. But he is 31 years old. And he is injured, so we're probably going to have to eat his contract for the next 2 years or so, or however long he's in contract, I think, until 2021. But Ben Holmes should be coming back here soon. He has dropped a little bit in corners, free kick taking, a little bit of his physicals have gone down, but he should fill in that. His natural position is left wing, but he has been playing center. But since we got in Kellerman, then we'll probably move him out to the right, or left wing, until Bobby Joe comes back. So we got like 3 or 4 players that we're gonna be swinging around that are probably going to be upset because they're not getting playing time, but we'll try to maneuver that. If we get an injury, we're going to have plenty of players to fill in, so not too worried about that. As far as the league goes, we are doing well. We are in first place with 81 points, and Billericay Town has done us a service here. They've gotten, in their past 5 games, they've gotten 2 draws, and we are, in our past 5 matches, we have won them all, so we're doing well. So if we look at the schedule, we lost to Tranmere 2-1 with Derbyshire with our only goal in the 51st minute to tie it, and then they came back in stoppage time to finish us off. So a little bit disappointing, but we will move on. It looks like we're in the driver's seat with the league, so all we got to do is keep winning. We got Bath coming up in 4th, and then Chelmsford in 9th, Dartford in 7th, Borough City in 16th, and Billericay Town in 2nd. We might come back. I think we might play this one with Bath and then come back and play Billericay in this episode, so we'll skip these ones and then come back for that one. But since we last played, when was the last time we played? Was it Mathertown? And then 3-1 to Braintree, then Hemel Hempstead 3-0, lost to Tranmere, won 3-0 at St. Albans, Concord 4-2, and then the most recent one, 2-0 to East Thurrock, where we had a fan day. So I didn't schedule a fan day. I don't know if they just decided to go ahead and do that, but it boosted attendance almost by 1,000, so that was good, I guess. I know you can go through the board here, and sometimes you'll request a fan day. I think it's in is it facilities or finance? I think it's in finance. So maybe you have to look at that if we move up. Maybe if we get a fan day to get the attendance up, and then ask for an expansion on the stadium. As far as job security goes, we are at 95%, untouchable. Look at the board confidence. Always going to be doing bad in finances. That's one of my not my strong point in this game. It's not real money, so I tend not to really care too much. I mean, I've never gotten fired at any of my jobs, and I've never, gotten the club into deep financial issues, but I've never gone past 3 or 4 seasons. So, and then we'll look. Let's see, competition performance. Very happy with the National League South, but what did they want us to do? Top half. So well on our way for that. and they're happy with the FA Cup. Only supposed to reach the 4th round, and the FA trophy first round of the FA and reached 3rd round. If we look at finances, we've dropped down a little bit. Definitely have to stop our spending because we signed two or three players within the past couple months. We're gonna definitely have to watch that, and when obviously we're over by a couple grand in our payroll. And that's pretty much it. Let's look at the squad and look at our goals. I added this one here, the goals per 90, and we got Elliot Richards, who's at almost a goal and a half per 90. He's got 12 appearances, 12 goals, or 12 appearances and 17 goals. But our leading scorer is Jamie Bird. He's been doing pretty well. Let's look at his form. So he had a hat trick versus I think the last game that we played that you saw. I believe I can't remember. Anyways, he's doing well. Pearson, Richards, Derbyshire, Coughlin hasn't been doing too hot. There's 6.2, 6.5, 6.7, 6.4, 6.3. So he came back from injury here and hasn't been doing too well except for the Chelmsford and Wealdstone game where he had a goal and assist, but still not playing too well. But his average rating, I believe, isn't too bad. 7.15, while the other strikers are up at 7.93, 7.5, 7.6, and 7.56 for Bird. So definitely needs a little bit of improving on that. So it's looking like Bird might have a top assists and top goals. Total shots, Bird with the total shots. Is that shots or shots on target? Shots. That's shots on target. So he's got 47 shots on target. 87 shots. Key passes per 90. Ben Holmes, who is out injured, and he was playing well. Hopefully he gets back and he gets right back into form. Not well in big matches though. Don't know how many big matches we play down here. Thorpe, Pearson, Miller, Richards. So everyone's doing well. We had youth intake and it wasn't too good. See if we can isolate. There should be the ones that are on loan. It looks like is this it? No. Maybe. Oh, we signed him to a contract. That's why. So it's Mark Constable, which would be nice to if he pans out to have a Constable on the team. I'm not seeing it. I don't think it's gonna work. I mean, he can play anywhere down the middle of the field, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work out too well. I don't see. I know he's young. He's only 15 years old. Physicals are okay. Good acceleration. Needs to work on pace. Should have him training as ball winning midfielder is fine with me, and then we'll go with marking. Or should we train as Mazala Carolero central midfielder? Let's have him train at central midfield. I don't know why I mean, I understand that ball winning midfielder would be his natural position. So maybe that's where you want him to train at. But if you want him to be an all-around midfielder, why would you not have him train as a central midfielder if that's where he's going to be playing? I don't know. And that's like the same with the goalkeepers. Why would you have him training as a regular goalkeeper, even though that's his natural position? Why would you have him training as a regular goalkeeper when sweeper keeper would help with his... Like if we go into Davies here and we go into his training... So sweeper keeper, he's going to be, the first touch, the handling, the kicking, the one-on-ones, the passing, and everything. So he's going to be training all of that. This is his natural position. But if we drop down and make him a regular goalkeeper, then he wouldn't be training so much. So I don't, he's training more as a sweeper keeper. His composure, concentration. So why would you not have every goalkeeper training as a sweeper keeper? or every midfielder training as a central midfielder, just for those extra stats. I mean, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then tell me. I mean, if there's a young player, why would you want to confuse him by playing him out of position or having him training out of position? I don't know. No idea. But we're gonna get into this game, and just to reiterate, looks like we're gonna play against Bath, and then come back for a pivotal game against Billericay. And then if it gets close towards the end, then we'll come back for the last two. But if not, I'll just sim straight, or not sim, go straight to the end, and then we'll come back for next season wherever we're at, hopefully in the Vanarama League. And I want to check out Bath. This is kind of one of the things that I've been doing with some of these better teams that we've been playing. Just going in and looking at scouting their players. Ew, he's 29. Don't want that. Vice captain. Oh. Nope. And we're gonna start still on attacking. I've been doing well the past couple games on attacking, so we'll stay in that mode. I like those kits though. I like the Bath City kits. Just don't like the name. That was one of the teams that I wanted to play with, but I just couldn't get over the name. I know it really shouldn't matter too much what the kits or the name is, but I don't have any ties to any of these teams, so when I was on the field, I wanted to look good, I guess. Plus, I mean, the Hereford logo, I mean, it's got a cow on it. I mean, come on. And the Hereford cow is, I think, the best looking. And James King is injured. Good thing we got a central defender on the bench, but I don't know if we have a groin injury. Hopefully it's just a pull. But we need to win this game. Gotta win this one. I mean, we gotta win all of them. I mean, really. But let's see a good showing here. I mean, we're not doing too bad. Actually, we probably are. If we look at field tactics, analysts. No shots on goal, no shots on target. They have better possession. 61% passing. So, but we are away from home. Didn't have any highlights. Doesn't look like we're gonna get any highlights. There we go. I would take a 1-0 win. I'd probably take a tie as well. And that was close, headed to the right side, but it looks like our keeper had that one. Still no shots at all. I mean, at least get a shot on target. And Coughlin's taking an injury, and the case wants to come off. So I don't know what to do with him. I mean, he started out the season well, and I've got plenty of target men and defensive forwards that can fill in for him. I mean, you look at Elliot Richards, he's got almost over a goal and a half per 90. So I don't know if Coughlin's going to get back in the team if he can't start performing. I mean, and also we got Tom Youngs back in the under 18s that can perform well. I don't like playing too overly offensive forwards up front, but if I have to, then play two attacking advanced forwards and two poachers if need be. But I got three target men and three target men / defensive forwards that I can play. So if one gets injured, it's not that big of a deal. But certainly not something that I want to run into, because they're all good. Just Coughlin's not performing too well, so. And we'll get let's encourage the boys a bit. See if we can pull one out here. Hey, we got 2 shots on target. They're gonna hit one in here, aren't they? Nope. Alright. Got 2 ahead of him. And that's a pretty poor pass. Please don't end the highlight. I don't want to see some highlights. I want to see something. It's been a pretty boring game. Hits it up to Derbyshire. He can't get on the end of it. Jones gets onto it and he shoots it in from distance. What a nice strike. I like those strikes low on the ground. I mean, the ones in the top corner are beautiful, but the ones that are hit low across the ground are nice. I like those ones. We are up. Looks like we're gonna scrape this one. I think we're gonna scrape out a win here, boys. Tighten up. Tighten up. Miller's looking nervous. Just one more minute. One more minute stoppage time. Is that gonna be a second? Yep, second yellow. God damn it. I think that's our first red card of the season. We have some. Yeah, no, we had a lot of them towards the end. So Richards, I guess, come back. Maybe. I think Richards will come back. I don't know. Good enough for me. We got one more minute. See if we can hold out. A little bit of time wasting. There we go. And that's a good win for us. Didn't look like we were going to pull that one out, but what should we say? Go with that one. That worked out well. I mean, we were away from home against fourth place. So, I mean, any way that we can get a win. But we did pick up 2 injuries in a red card. So, but with that rotation of 2 teams, you know, unless we get an injury midweek, then it won't be a problem having one of our midfielders out. And we have Charlie Gorman, who's been complaining about playing time down in the under 18, so he might have to make an appearance. And he hasn't played bad this year, but his potential rating isn't as good as Murphy or any of the other ones in the middle. So he's probably going to move him on. And the defenders, you know, like I said, I think it was the past 2 seasons, we're going to have to look at defense. Probably maybe after this episode I'll go on a good hour or so of scouting, see if I can find someone. And that's not bad, 6 to 8 days, but he's just not doing it. Just not doing it. And I don't want to move him on in case we get an injury, but inconsistent big matches, improved positioning. Maybe that. Improve your positioning. I don't know. King's injured. He's out for 3 to 6 weeks. So do we have anybody in the under 18s? Central defender. And we got Mills that might be able to fill in. Oh, we got, okay. Yeah, Andrew Mills. He might have to fill in for a few weeks. Alrighty, let's see what that looks like. So we're 4 points off. We both us and Billericay both win. So we're gonna play 3 more games and then come back for Billericay. Because I think it's a 2-horse race at this point. So we will come back for the Billericay Town game. Okay, and we are back for the Billericay Town. Those 2 goals that I just showed you were just some goals from the games in between.
that I thought you might like. The first one that I showed from Bird was just one of those. I don't know. There's just something about it that I thought was nice and beautiful. One of the ones that he was scoring, it seemed like he would score every game last year. He would score one like that, and I thought it was, I don't know, just thought I would show you just one of those few things um, in between matches that I record. So try to do that a little bit more often. If I see a goal that's really nice, or a run of play or something, I'll show it to you. So let's look at how we've done so far. We stopped at Bath with a 1-0 win, and then Jamie Bird got us a 1-0 win at Chelmsford. And they had a man sent off in the 44th minute, and then we simply smashed Dartford 8-1. Derbyshire got 6 goals? 6 goals. Sam Evans and Billy Murphy. One of those ones was Billy Murphy. That's the one that I showed you in the beginning there, and then Bird with the Chelmsford in the Chelmsford game. And Bird has been saving us these 2 of these last 3 games. He's got the win for us. And if we have a look at the league, we're still 4 points up. So if we win this game, we're going to go 7 points, and then if we tie, then still stay 4 up. And if we lose, we're still going to be up by 1, but it's going to make it a little bit tighter. So this is a must win game for us. And I can't emphasize that enough. Finances are going down a little bit. This is a little concerning. What have we been spending on? I have no idea. I'm gonna have to study these sheets. I mean, our salary hasn't gone up, so no idea. I'll figure it out. I'll figure finances out one of these days. So just something small here. The English Premier teams, they give you like a little list of some players that they let go. And these top players here are ones that the English Premier League teams let go. So I brought him in on trial. I'm not going to get him. I'm not going to sign him. I'm not going to be able to sign him. I don't think they'll come in. I already tried one of the lower. I think one of these guys, and they said that their ambitions are too high for a team of ours, which is fair. But they are young, so I scouted them. So we'll see how that turns out. Maybe if we get promoted, they might want to come. I don't know. So for this game, we're going with Derbyshire up front with Richards, and then Bobby Joe coming back from the injury. A little bit low on sharpness, but he should be fine. And then Evans, Murphy, Miller, and then Kilman, Amole. Is it Amole? Omol? What's his first name? Toby? We're just gonna go with Toby. Your new name's Toby. Alright. Toby. And King and Moore, and then Davies in goal. And Coughlin had an absolute horrible game last time out, and so that's probably the last we're going to see him for this season. He's playing reserved games now, even though I promised him first team soccer. And I had a conversation with him. I told him he needs to. I rarely do this, but I had a conversation with him and told him his last few performances weren't too good. And he said, "Well, I thought I've been doing pretty well." But I mean, if you look at his form, 6.2, 6.5, 6.7, 6.4, and I think he might have been injured here. Maybe, I believe, and 6.3, 6.2, and 5.8. So keeps going down from there. He did well for us last year, but a few injuries this season, and then Pearson and Richards have an absolute awesome seasons. So I mean, I'm not gonna miss him. Well, I mean, he every time he's on the field, he hurts the striking pair that he's with because he can't get the ball to him. So he's probably not going to be missed too much. I'm not worried about it. I think we shouldn't start out on attacking, but we'll start out there. And they've already got one shot on goal, and they've got majority of the possession, so we're going to track this back to control and see if we can get a little bit more possession. And we got to throw in. Moore's already got a yellow card, and is that a penalty? And it's a penalty, and Sean Miller he's going to take the penalty, and he steps up. See if we can get a early lead here. And he does. Bottom right-hand corner, and Miller gives us a 1-0 lead. That's his eighth goal this season. I think I brought him in about midway. That was at the beginning. Maybe there's a beginning. Either way, he hasn't been in with us the whole season. He already got 8 goals. He's got to, other than the strikers, he's got to be one of the top 5, top 6 in goals. I mean, for a winger to get 8 goals is awesome, which I like about this 4-4-2 tactic. I think it gets a lot of, people say bad stuff about it because it's a lower league tactic. People only use it for lower leagues, but when you have your wingers out front or out on the side rather than attacking midfielders on the wings, your attacking midfielders on the wings, they'll only stay forward and won't track back and defend. But if you have them, straight wingers in a 4-man midfield, then I feel they can defend and attack at the same time. Because if you look at majority of the attacks that you have, if you're in a 4-4-2, if you can build the play up right, your attackers your wingers are already up there anyways. So I just feel it's a better, well-rounded, more solid tactic that I might try to use in some of my saves in higher leagues and see how it works out. I haven't tried it before, but I like the way that the shape is. So, and did we just give away a penalty? I didn't even see that. It's not going well. We only got 1 shot on goal. We're gonna go back to, and he makes the save. What? I have to go back and look at that. That was an crazy save. Looks like a cat, some sort of a feline. Did that hit the? Oh, it hit the bar. Thought he saved that. Oh well. Either way, in our possession, no possession whatsoever. 37% possession. Ew, I thought that was going in. I thought for sure that was going to drop and go in. Then I was going to blame my tactics. I was going to blame my set piece tactics on that one. I haven't done a shout yet, and they're just all over us. Can't remember the first time we played Billericay. Can't remember what the score was. We've only got, I don't think it was one of our losses. Might have been one of our ties. I don't know. We are just not playing well. Not playing well whatsoever. So I mean, I think we're gonna have to look for a tie. We're gonna have to look for scraping together a draw here. We've got to get shots on target. Got to get possession. I'm not changing anything else. I'm not changing our tactics up or anything. I'm going to change our players though. Murphy's not doing well. Derbyshire's not doing well. I make it now. Let's wait till the corner. Oh, come on. I hate when the comes out to that player that sits on the end of out of the edge of the box and he doesn't do anything with it. He just shoots it. We're gonna have to bring in Pearson and Toby. Come on, the Greek's got to come on for you. I think we would rather have Pearson up front. Advanced forward. We'll keep it like that. See how that works out for us. Next one's coming off is Billy Murphy, and that's gonna be right about nowish. I'm gonna go. Ooh. Bobby Joe's on a yellow card and he's doing bad. I don't think we have anybody that can go out on that left-hand side though. Elliot Richards is doing horrible. Oh, we got Ben Holmes. Ben Holmes coming off of his injury. And I promised that I'd play him too. So good thing I saw that. He might have been pissed. What do we do here? Don't concede. Don't concede. Get it out. A good save by Davies. That's his cat-like reflexes there. What should we do? What should we do? Should we try a little bit of attacking? I think we're going to switch it up to attacking. And we were just being saved. That's twice that they've hit the bar. One on that penalty and one on that set piece. And we're going to do a shout. We're going to... come on, encourage. Encourage. We are playing away from home, so not too concerned about this tie. We can keep our four-point lead. I think we'll gotta look at the games coming up after this, and that's the end. Should be it. One more time. They're gonna call it, and he's gonna call it. Oh, he didn't run after it. Son of a bitch. I thought after our 8-1 victory, we might do better than this. I'm gonna say I'm not happy. And I think we'll leave it at that. I don't think that there's anything else to add there. So I think we might come back for the last 2 games and see where we're at. If Billericay slip up and we increase the points lead, then I think we'll just come back at the end of the season. But if we slip up, then obviously the opposite of that, we'll come back for the last couple games, or if there's I don't know how many games we have left, but probably after this recording, I'll go in and start looking for players and start marking. Usually I'll have my default short list, and then I'll have a transfers short list that anyone that's good enough, there's like a potential 5-star rating in a position that I want, I'll add them onto that transfers list that I have. So that's the end of this episode. I don't think there's anything else more to show you. I think that's pretty much it. And let's look at the schedule real quick. So, we'll play 3 games here, and in 3 games we'll see where we're at. And if we need to, we'll come back for Chippenham and Gloucester. So we're playing 7th, 3rd, 4th, 12th, and 13th. So we got a tough run of games coming up, but hopefully we can get a few wins together, and hopefully Billericay will slip up. So please don't forget to like, please subscribe, and please comment, and we'll see you on the next episode.